Hello, this is Spycyshark. Welcome to a new sketchbook tour. This is all the way from 2021. I did do a sketchbook tour back then, and then I abandoned the sketchbook and I didn't touch it. But this year I was like, I need to finish it, so let's skip on over there. The sketchbook itself is a travelogue, global art materials sketchbook. I think this is where we left off. This gouache piece. This is based on a walk, all the wildflowers, and I did a little Posca fox. Over here I was just testing brushes and different effects I can get with them. And then I try to test some of it out with this painting. And I try to do these studies. Here are the artist names. I really like the blocky look, but I don't think I quite accomplished it. And I streamed these 4 landscapes back in 2024. It was like winter, so either like January or February. Somewhere there. And then where I picked up was making this little barn illustration thing. And that was the summer 2024. So here we are in the winter. I also streamed this. I collected a couple of photos from Pinterest and just drew them, except just made anthro characters. And then January 2025. Okay, so now we're finally in the new year. And this is a Bandito page. Was my partner's persona. This was me trying to figure out a painting for a Christmas gift, so I guess this is kind of out of order. This is what it ended up looking like. I streamed this one. I think I streamed most of this page. Just another watercolor. I think this part was also streamed with the crows. I was inspired by washi tape, so I just tried to make these little scenes. I don't know, maybe I'll have them scanned and printed at some point. This was from a photo I took, this mushroom growing out of a log. And at this point, we're getting to snowdrops, which is my favorite flower, which means also end of winter. Another Posca page, also streamed this one. I really like the colors, all the pinks. And then I think the same day, or in a different stream, I also did this, which was drawing a blob and then trying to draw something based on that shape. Another stream thing, I think at this point I was just like, the only time I touched my sketchbook was for streaming. I drew the little possum Sona thing before, but then I colored it on stream. And I think this was also the same day I tried to do some underpainting. I feel like I got some interesting colors. Definitely want to explore more with that. Over here, so these tan pieces of paper, I worked on these at a little like craft night, and then I just pasted them in because I don't really want to take this big sketchbook with me. And those are colored pencil, and then the rest is watercolor. I think this entire page is gouache. No, wait, no. The frog is colored pencil. It looks like it kind of stuck to the other side. And then the little flowers on the bottom left are watercolor. I just wanted to draw some dandelions. I mean, I think they're really cute. I did this one on stream. I just really like the colors. I really like how vibrant this page is. The hand is kind of wonky. I never went back and fixed it, but you know, it's there. It's a sketchbook. And then all of a sudden it got like super rainy. So that's what inspired this page. Did also a little woods piece. The gouache on the right, did on stream, and then added the tulips later. This was a page that there was a lot of gouache on my palette, so I was just trying to remove all that in order not to waste the gouache. And over here is more watercolor. I tried to mess with the pink and blue color scheme. I kind of did this way before, except this was with gouache, and I think it looked better with gouache. I felt like the watercolor was a little bit too diluted. I could have also added more layers. I think this is my favorite spread. I did the cafe on stream, and then the rest I just added afterwards. Was practicing more wet on wet technique. So a lot of the wet on wet techniques is actually out of order. This is the first time I tried it. Really love this color scheme. Here's some lupines based on a photo from a walk. And then these are the colors I used. Ignoring the purple, those are all the colors unmixed. And then I just wanted to do a little bit more pink. I tried this one with an underpainting. This was based off a photo on Pinterest, and I just put my character in it, and that's it. At this point, I estimated that I'd be done in May 2025, and I guess my prediction was right, although I did kind of work on a lot of it towards the end. Here's just like a quick glimpse of what was here before. I already did a tour of this, but I don't know why not. I'll just show the rest. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the streams, thank you so much for hanging out. It was great. Sometimes people like would put ideas or input and it was cool to add those. So it's like a little bit of like a collaborative project. So thanks for watching. Bye.